Well, Stephen and Tasha, let me tell you, there's a lot of activity here this afternoon, all day long. We were talking with people here on Randall's Island, some of them at the migrant shelter, some of them at the nearby men's shelter, others residents and people who come here to Randall's Island to enjoy this field. And so what they tell us is that the shooting that happened here around 3:30 this morning did not surprise them at all. They're not surprised by that, and that there were a lot of quality of life issues that have bothered them. Now, what police say is that about 3:30 Monday morning, they responded to a 911 call about a shooting here on Randall's Island at Field 71 near the migrant shelter, about a quarter of a mile from the migrant shelter, according to police. First responders found a 44-year-old woman shot in the face and neck. She was pronounced dead at Harlem Hospital. A 32-year-old man was shot in his throat, and a 31-year-old woman was shot in her back, but they're in stable condition at Harlem Hospital. The shootings are leaving many here worried. So this afternoon, we noticed NYPD vehicles bringing in dozens of officers to the migrant shelter area, along with many tow trucks. Just a few minutes ago, we heard from Deputy Commissioner of Operations, Kaz Daughtry, and he was telling us that they were doing this enforcement action in order to address some of the quality of life issues that were raised by many of the residents here. And some of those quality of life issues that we heard about all during the day today was that people were out all hours of the night in the park. They were drinking, they were smoking, they were partying. And in fact, that shooting that happened around 3:30, police say there had been a group of about 50 people who were watching the coverage of the Venezuelan presidential election, and that is what started this and set this all off. Now, let me let you hear what Deputy Commissioner for Operations Kaz Daughtry had to say about this enforcement action that they took here this afternoon. Here's what Kaz Daughtry had to say.
Today's operation, we've taken, we confiscated 19 mopeds. Out of the 19 mopeds, one of them was stolen. One dirt bike, one motorcycle which was stolen, and a total of 15 vehicles that were unregistered from this particular area.
Now, the police also are telling us, in terms of the actual shooting, the triple shooting with one fatality that happened here at 3:30 this morning, that it all stemmed from a robbery, an unreported robbery. What a lot of the migrants were telling us that we spoke with was that it was over a chain snatching that happened earlier in the day outside of the bathroom. They have a public bathroom area here for park goers, for anybody that wants to use it, and that was unreported, and that was what the shooting was all about. Now, not too many details about it because they said their investigation is still in the very early stages. They are gathering information, but they said that they plan to be much more in touch with the community. So we checked in with the mayor's office to see what they had to say about it, because we were hearing stories that people could go in and out of the shelter at all hours of the night. We were even told by some law enforcement officers that they were actually had tents pitched up in this park area, which is also part of a horticultural area that's a preserve, a very special area here on Randall's Island. So what the police are telling us right now is that the manhunt is still underway for that shooter. They're asking anyone with information to call 1-800-577-TIPS. The mayor's office, the mayor's spokesperson tells us that the shelter has metal detectors and that there is a curfew from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. But pretty much everybody that we spoke to today said it didn't seem to be that way, and whatever rules might be on the books don't seem to be enforced. But police were out here today with a show of force, recovering those vehicles, some of them stolen, and trying to, many of them unregistered, and trying to give that as a sign to the community, saying that will just be the beginning of them addressing the quality of life issues that they have seen and received so many complaints about. So we'll be following that closely for you here on the Fox 5 News. We're live on Randall's Island. I'm Lisa Evers, Fox 5 News. Stephen and Tasha, back to you.